escape the pocket and run.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Worth in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Real.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Regular. Point it right. Alert. Watch out.
Mayfield. He'll get this to Lazard. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Mayfield's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the room.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 7-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mayfield to throw it. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A give left side. Here's Achane. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Mayfield down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And again, it's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He finds Wilson. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Pistol.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Achane. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Love that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 42. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll look to throw again. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Up the middle, Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, Mayfield. going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Let's go now. Hey,
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
19.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets. 38-yard
He'll look to throw. Down to the 10. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly they get to the line.
A 2-yard pickup.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now they're in the hurry up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had him back on their but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. They'll set up a throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Mayfield working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jets.
Regular.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Point it right. Watch out.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Kings.
Now Mayfield. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll have the first down and more than that. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings!
Now Mayfield. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
46-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Run, run, run. Stop.
Mayfield to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Mayfield completes it to Hardman. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4. It continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel